and welcome to the very first Rage Quit podcast with Tricky and my good friend Rich. For all of you that have dialed in for the very first episode, I want to say a very big thank you. I've been talking about doing this for quite a while, and we are finally here. So, my co host, Rich Knight, a very talented tattoo artist. He owns Studio 13 Tattoo. Is it a tattoo parlor? We're going to call it a tattoo studio. But Studio 13 specializing in all things comic book, Marvel, gaming. He does color, black and white. And he is the only person I trust with Vaseline on his fingers. Rich, welcome to the podcast.
Hello, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, this is good. I absolutely chuffed to bits. We're completely overdue for this, and thanks for coming along. And obviously, I've invited you along because we got a lot of things in common. I know you are an avid gamer. Um, we argue about football a little bit too much, and you're into all your movies. So yeah, I just think absolute perfect to get you on. So
I mean, it has been a long time coming, isn't it? Like the amount of times I've tattooed you and we talked about it. So
I know, yeah. I think it's no, and it's kind of like without the agonising pain. Although you are going to be talking about Spurs later, um, it is just going to be like sitting around at the tattoo studio.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
definitely, man.
it's a no brainer. Um, so for the listeners that do not know you, I think let's go through what you're into, um, what consoles, what you game on, and your favourite games. Let's go through that first. Tell us about you.
Yeah, yeah. So predominantly PC gamer. I do have a PlayStation 5, but it's more of a drinks coaster at the moment.
Mm.
Um, it's not even powered up, to be honest. Like the power cable's not even plugged into it. It's been sat like that for months. No, predominantly a PC gamer. Always been a PC gamer. Went over to console when I was younger because I couldn't afford to upgrade PCs. And now that I'm older, I have access to adult money. So yeah, I can do what the hell I like with it,
And you
essentially. So
and you've it's not installed yet, but you're waiting for a big upgrade, aren't you, on your
I
PC?
am, yes. I mean, currently it's not overly up to date now, but the PC I have been using for the last 3 years, it's basically like an i9 10850, 64 gig of RAM with a RTX 3090 in it, which still good,
I was going to say
still
that
really
is
good, still smashing games out at ultra. But the wife in the last year has got into gaming, so she's using my old gaming laptop that I had. So what a better excuse to get myself a little upgrade and then give her my old tower at the same time.
yeah, it's a good
So
shout.
yeah, I've just basically thrown a load of money at it. Apart from the only thing, annoyingly, as you know, like GPUs 50 series just come out. Wrong time to try and buy a GPU. So basically, I upgraded everything other than the GPU.
You
But yeah,
can't get those 50 because you're going to go 5090, aren't you? I know what you're
yeah,
like. You don't piss about. You can't get them. That
no.
they even said it's like a paper launch, so you wouldn't have been able to get it anyway, even if you were in the queues.
The
It's
tr-
ridiculous.
I don't get it because they've coincided launch with the Chinese New Year.
Okay,
So it just halts production. They get so many made, and then
and then they go on
obviously,
holiday.
yeah, go on holiday, and then you got to wait for it to sort of get back into production again.
I
I
don't.
mean, I've gone.
Go on.
I was gonna say I've gone for like the rest of the stuff. I've gone for the 64 gig, um, DDR5, 6400 megahertz RAM. I've gone for the Ryzen 9800 XDR as well,
That's everyone's.
or X3D. Sorry.
That is the go-to. Basically, you've got the meta build for PCs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one to get.
So annoyingly, the only thing that's going to let it down when I get it is the 3090.
That's not letting it down. I mean,
It's not pushing it to its potential.
I tell you
So
what, because you've bought the missus a 4070, haven't you? It's in the box.
yes,
You could try
So let's see.
plugging that. You could try plugging that into yours and see if it's a upgrade on your 3090.
No, I have looked at the stats. The 3090 does just beat it,
Okay.
but I think it's down to a video RAM as well. Because
Well,
obviously I've actually got it here in front of me, but I just went with the Zotac 4070 for her. It's 12 gig. Obviously the 3090 is 24, so that sort of just pushes it over. But yeah, it'd be good enough for her to play Fortnite on. So
yeah, and yeah, you guys are very much into Fortnite, and we may as well. Well, no, actually, because we're going to get Shah on. Little spoiler for a future episode, but we'd definitely get Shah on, and we'll talk about how she got started into gaming because it is a nice little story. Peer pressure, it's a beautiful thing. Let's go through your games. Try and pull out an all-time top 5. Just
oh God,
yeah, I know. I wouldn't want to be put on the spot like that.
I got to think now. See, the one game that springs to mind straight away is Battlefield 4. Like,
Yeah.
phenomenal game. Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I started off as a PC gamer. I started when Battlefield 1942 came out.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Battlefield 4, like, phenomenal game.
Have you seen they've announced the new Battlefield?
Yeah, they've announced they're doing the labs testing, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah. Yeah, so
So
we'll see. It can't be worse than 2042.
fingers crossed it's not 2042. So
yeah, let's hope they made some improvements on that. Go on. Any other games?
No.
You got to say Fortnite. All I ever see you bloody playing is Fortnite.
It's
Oh, hang on. My bloody headphones have dropped out. 1 sec. 3, 2, 1.
North London is white.
Come on.
Well, if you can't hear me, I'll just keep saying North London is white.
No, don't say that. I caught that, you little fucker. Here we go. Right, I'm back in the room. Go on. What was that? What was it? So Fortnite, you play that religiously.
You know, I don't as much as I used to. It's literally like, for example, I played it tonight. I played 2 or 3 games. That's the first time I played it in like over like a week, 2 weeks.
Okay.
Obviously, I was a big streamer of it.
Yeah.
On TikTok, literally playing 5-6 hours a night, streaming that. I think I played it too much. Just got fed up with it, and now I can handle a couple of hours, and that's it.
That's what I got with it. I got, obviously we played it a lot, and I got burnout with it. I will jump on it again at some point, but I did just get the worst burnout, and I was like, I'm done for a while. Don't know what it is, but
I think the trouble with Fortnite is they bring out a new season, and it starts out really nicely. Like, it's just weapons. It's just pure skill shooting, blah blah blah, and then it gets to like a third of the way through the season, and they bring in like the special weapons. Like at the moment, they got swords, and it's just you can't do anything against them.
yeah,
Like you get stuck in a room. I was stuck in a room the other day. It's me against another guy. It reminded me of the old Street Fighter days where you just button bashing.
yeah,
And he was just pinging around this room. I couldn't shoot him because he was moving too fast around the room. And every now and again, he hit me with a sword. So eventually, I was eliminated. So
yeah. No, that would do my head in. That really would do my head in. But yeah, okay.
Saying that, I did get a nice victory royale before I came on there. So,
very nice. So you're ready to do
Yeah.
the pod after that. You're like, I'm in the mood.
Yeah.
I'm in the mood to talk games now.
Actually came off in a bad mood in that game.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Rage quit. Did you rage quit? Beautiful. Love it. Have you seen PlayStation? The PlayStation servers are down. I know you don't turn your PlayStation on, but have you heard about it?
You know, I've obviously been on a bit of social media today, but I saw it this morning that someone was saying, the PlayStation servers are down, which normally they're down for a couple of hours at the most, and they're back up. But yeah, I'm still seeing stuff where people can't get on.
Yeah, they still can't get on. Now, I got a little something here. Where was it? Here we go. Now, there was actually an outage in 2011, and it lasted. And I'm not saying this is going to happen. I hope it's not, because actually I want to jump on it at some point this weekend. But it was out for 24 days. So
I remember that.
Yeah, it's when everyone's bank details got stolen.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a
It was
big
like
one. Hopefully, it's not that again. But
the thing
Jesus,
is, I think it'd be different circumstances now. Like back, you say 2011, it was
2011. Yeah.
back. Yeah, I mean, multiplayer games were still big back then,
Mm.
but virtually every game that comes out now is a multiplayer game.
Yeah. Well, sometimes
And
that's what they're banking on for
so a
DLC
24 day,
microtransaction.
a 24 day downtime at this time now would be horrendous.
It would be a
Like you'd
disaster.
have meltdowns, you'd have kids in the street like rioting and
I think you're having
yeah.
meltdowns now. To be honest with you, people are not not happy. What was I going to say? Yeah, they got to get their shit together with this because it keeps on happening to PlayStation. It feels like an annual event. There's some sort of server crashes. It like only a day or so or something like that, but it does happen more regular. You don't hear it with Xbox, Nintendo, anyone like that. It is just PlayStation that seem to get
It it does seem to get like a almost like a PlayStation publicity stunt, doesn't it? Like someone just flicks the servers
almost.
off for a bit.
Yeah, yeah, it's not good publicity though. Jesus, it's
Well, no,
yeah, it's pretty
but
rough. Um, yeah, so that's pretty major right now. I don't know. It's literally happening now. I don't know how long it's going to be going on for, but yeah, PlayStation servers are down and people are fuming.
have they
Uh,
not put down any sort of like when it might be back on or
they haven't
anything like
said
that?
anything
Or
either. They actually tweeted something about like upgrading your M.2, and it's like, mate, not good timing. Do not.
yeah,
The only
right.
thing we want to hear is when can we play our game again? Because now, like, I don't know about you, but oh no, I do know about you. You've got a lot of physical games. I do
Yeah,
not, so I would be stuffed. All my games are digital. Cannot
I
play
bought
them.
one the other day as well, actually,
Did you?
and
What did you
it's
get?
still in still in the cellophane on my desk. I was in
Yeah.
Smiths and I picked up the old Dead Rising
Ah, okay, the remake.
deluxe
Sorry,
edition.
you and W.H. Smith?
No, Smiths toys.
Oh, the toy place. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. All right, nice.
Obviously, other toy shops available. Um,
Are there? I don't know if there are. Toys R Us aren't
uh,
about no more, are they?
yeah, they're back.
Oh, they're back. Back from the
Well,
dead. Okay.
I say they're back. They've got like a little shelf inside WH Smith in Paul. Um,
Oh, yeah, okay. It's a bit like Game. Game's a bit depressing now. It's in like Sports Direct, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's depressing.
You go in there, you go, oh, this game's just at the back. Oh yeah, and there's just a couple of games on the back shelf, like
And
next
it's
to all
like
the
stuffed
primes
toys.
and the big mugs and yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? Another bit of news. I don't know if you've heard. You may well have done, but Football Manager 25 has been cancelled.
Do you know what? I haven't played a Football Manager game since Championship Manager
Oh,
and
really? I play.
Premier League Manager when that used to be.
Mate, I play them all the time on my phone mostly,
It's
religiously.
depressing watching the football at the moment, let alone flipping
Well,
spending
look,
my relaxing time.
okay, we will get into the football, but you are a Spurs fan, so you know you have had
you,
some
you are an
bad.
ass.
Yeah, yeah. You've had a bad time of it for the last season, um,
Season and a half, but
season and a
yeah,
half probably.
still
Yeah,
smiling, still smiling. I'm used to it.
still, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, Football Manager 25, they cancelled it. Cancelled it the other day. They're now just gonna because it got delayed from it normally comes out October November time, and it got delayed to March, and straight away everyone was like, ooh. Well, especially me. I was like, March is
Season's nearly over, isn't it?
well, exactly. So I'm like, is it worth getting? Is this now going to be the new cycle that it comes out every March? But
It's
now
like
they've
it's like the Formula
cancelled
One
it.
games, isn't it? They come out mid-season.
What ones?
Formula One games.
Yeah, they come out a funny time. Again, it's just the development cycle, isn't it? It's just
Yeah.
rough. But yeah, Football Manager not coming out at all this year. I think they should do like a free update. They should at least update the old Football Manager so you got up to date teams. But
See, I've always said this about FIFA as well. I think I've said it to you before, and right? Because every year I do the same with FIFA. Sorry,
yeah,
EA FC or whatever it's called.
they know. Yeah, yeah,
Like every year, I'm like, I'm not buying it. Every year I buy it. I play it for 2 days. It goes in the cupboard. Sits there till next year. Why not just do a download pack? Like I pay like 15 quid, do that, and it downloads the latest teams, the latest kits.
I hate to tell you this, Rich, but you know why they don't do that? Because you
Because
pay £70 for the exact same thing.
well, I don't, because I have a disc version of the PlayStation,
Okay.
so I get it in the shops and it's cheaper.
Okay. But you do
But
get
it's
it pretty much day one.
I waited like a week this year.
Oh, well
last
done.
year.
Well done. That's
Yeah.
showing them. Yeah. Oh, fucking
Yeah.
hell. I bet they were shitting
Yeah.
themselves. Oh,
They're sat in their little office. They're sat in their offices like sweating. Like,
it's been a
what?
week.
Rich ain't brought it yet. What's
Yeah.
going on? But no, that's another reason I like the disc versions of PlayStations, because you're very limited on the PlayStation Store on price. Like they
Yeah.
very rarely drop the price on things.
Whereas, not unless it's a shit game. If it's a shit game, it drops like a stone after about 4 weeks.
Well, yeah, but like places like Tesco's, all the supermarkets and like Smiths, they sometimes do deals on day releases. So you could pick a game up for like 45, 50 quid.
So I used to do that. Tesco used to do a really good deal where you could buy 2 games for, it was like 60, 70 quid, but brand new games. And you could buy them and they they could have different release dates, and basically it's still part of that deal. I bought a few games like that, but you can't get any of that now because it's all, it's all top money. Gaming is expensive now. It is really expensive, and I am a lot pickier than I used to be with the games that I pick up. I don't know about you.
Mate, I'm struggling. Like I've got a cupboard with about 120 games in it, and I'm struggling to find stuff to play. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I mainly use the PS5. Like the PC, I use for a lot of different games. Like I'll admit, I've rebought games on like this week. I've rebought Red Dead 2.
Oh yeah.
I've got it on PlayStation, but I've rebought it because I want to play it on PC. And it's I don't know if you've seen it on PC. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. But like for me, like the servers being down wouldn't bother me that much because I mainly use the PlayStation for single player storyline games like God of War 3, stuff like that.
But if you
Spider-Man and
if you bought that digitally, even a single player game, you wouldn't be able to play. You couldn't play it right now.
Yeah,
Unless you had it on a disc.
Yeah, I was looking. I was looking actually about a month ago. I was looking into upgrading to the PS4, PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
2 things put me off.
The price.
One, all right. 3 things put me off.
Mhm.
One, the price. 2, I say it's been sat on my desk. The power cable's not even plugged in for a couple of months, so there's literally no point in me upgrading. And 3, it's expensive enough as it is, isn't it? Like the new console.
Yeah,
But if I was to buy it, I'd have to spend another £100 buying a disc drive.
Yes, you would. Yeah, yeah. It's so it'd be like £800 console.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that saved me when I was thinking about it was the fact that the disc drives haven't been in stock for months.
Yeah, I wouldn't go anywhere near it. The problem is if that sold really well, guess what? PlayStation 6 instantly becomes £700.
Oh, have you not seen this week? They've been working out that the PlayStation 6 might come out in 2027.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're guessing at that because that's like the release cycle, isn't it? But yeah.
Apparently, there's a certain part of the production that's finished now, like the testing thing.
Really? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm waiting for the Switch 2, which has been announced now. Have you seen much on it? Have you seen?
I've seen it. 2? I mean, it looks basically like the Switch 1, but it's a bit more slimline and.
That's no bad thing. They this time they thought, I'll tell you what, let's not fuck with it because it's our most successful console yet. Let's just try.
Ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly that. I have seen the controller, the Joy-Con, is a mouse as well. Which
oh really?
Yeah, apparently so. It has been confirmed that little sensor on the side is so it can be a mouse. So for first-person shooters, I'm thinking Metroid Prime 4. You're going to be able to sort of mouse and keyboard it, which is it's great for me because the one thing I don't like is shooters on joystick.
The thing is that I'm assuming you'd have to plug in a keyboard.
Well, you could use the other Joy-Con and just use the 4 buttons for your strafing and forward and back sort of thing, and then you use your mouse for aiming about. I think it would work. I do
Yeah.
think it'd work, but then you would need to play the Switch on your desk. But I'm really
You
looking forward
see,
to it. It's just a
I
shame.
do
Go on.
I do like the Switch console. I think the only thing that let it down are the insides of it.
Exactly, and
Like,
that's what they upgraded it. So
yeah,
we're going to see games in April. I think it's the 2nd of April. There's a Nintendo Direct, and it should be showing us what the launch games are going to be. I've got my
I'm,
finger.
I'm calling it now.
Go on.
Mario Kart 8,
Uh,
but with new
no,
maps.
no. It's going to be the new Mario. It's going to be Mario Kart 9. They
Mhm.
because they've that's the only thing they've shown off, and people have like gone into like proper detail and going, oh, look at Donkey Kong, he looks different, So we're getting a new Mario Kart. How excited I am about Mario Kart, I don't know. They'd have to do something really. I'm gonna get it and play it, but I'll play it and go, yep, this is Mario Kart, great.
Are they going to bring it out for the Switch 1 as well, or just Switch 2?
Oh, I think it is coming out for both. They were well.
Because
It's a bit
I
up in
think
the air. It's backwards compatible. I know that for sure.
right.
And the other thing is, there's still 100 million Switch users, so they're going to want that 100 million people buying games still. So I
See,
think
me and Shah are big Mario Kart players. Like, we'll play Mario Kart together in the evenings, and the predominant like that's before we got into. Well, sorry, before I dragged her into the PC Master Race world.
yeah,
Um, we used to spend a lot of nights playing Mario Kart, and I think I couldn't warrant buying a Switch 2 just for Mario Kart.
no,
There's not overly anything else. Like, other than that, is the kids use it to play Fortnite on. That's it.
I'm telling you, it's been a long time since there's been a fully fledged 3D Mario game. Odyssey was literally the last one. There's
Yeah.
going to be a new 3D Mario game, and they're probably going to be Metroid Prime 4. We'll call it the release window, and it will be. I reckon it will be out up to Christmas. They reckon it's coming out 2025, so it's up to Christmas. Metroid 4, I'd be well up for that.
You
Um,
can almost guarantee though, anything that's going to come out this year, major, it's going to be before Christmas time. It's going to be November between September onwards.
when do you think the
You'll see
actual
things.
console itself is going to come out? So we're going to see games in April. Now I've heard that they're doing like a step by step going through all the cities and showing it off. You can go to events and look at it and probably give it a go, whatnot. And I saw one for June, so I'm assuming it's not going to be out June time. So is it going to be August? Does it then drag, or does it drag out? Wait till
I'm going to go beginning of November.
oh damn, okay, that's a lot of
I see. Like, it's going to be a like, how long's the Switch 1 been out? It's going to be a major launch, isn't it?
oh, it's going to be massive. Yeah,
So they're going to want that Christmas rush.
they're going to yeah
They've done it before, like when the Wii originally come out, stuff like that, and Wii U and the Switch. It was all pre-Christmas releases.
there was no rush for the Wii U. There was no
Yeah.
no one. Did you buy the Wii U? You did.
Yeah.
Oh mate, you got more money than sense.
I didn't buy it to like straight away. Like, it was a good
No,
year after it come out. Like,
yeah, I don't. There was
but
no
again,
rush for the Wii U. I bet you got it cheap, didn't you?
yeah, again,
Yeah.
it's for Mario Kart, and it was
Yeah,
essentially because you could just use the screen. You didn't have to be plugged into the TV.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it was like the Switch, but from Wish. That's
yeah,
what I called it.
yeah. No. I know the sort of the start of the concept.
Yeah,
Close, but not quite there. And I'm hoping this
yeah.
upgrade is going to be the same thing. You're going to look back at the Switch and go, I mean, it was good, but this is the real deal. I'm hoping it takes advantage of modern day hardware. They use some of that DLSS magic to invent some frames, and they can start playing some reasonably good games on it. But
Yeah.
I think maybe it releases a bit sooner
Excuse
than
me.
you think. I'm hoping summertime, because what's going to happen is you're going to get all the Kinos to buy it straight away with a game. They're going to buy it a game or two, and then maybe another game comes out just before Christmas, so then they go and rush out and get it then. But basically, they get a rush of the people that are going to buy it regardless in the summer, and then Christmas time's going to come along, and then all the parents can then rush to get. So they essentially get two rushes this year, if that makes sense.
I see it differently.
Yeah,
I see it as
all in.
I see it
Christmas.
as the whole thing with the Switch 2 hasn't been rushed at all. It's like they're purposely not rushed to get it perfect. Like, because even like announcements, like everyone was expecting like leaks of it and stuff like that, and it never came until a couple months later. And only now you've only like we were supposed to see the Switch 2 last year, I think, but you've only just seen it like the last month or so. What it looks like. So I don't. Nintendo are very clever, aren't they? Sort of like they think about everything. I think it's. I don't know. I think it's going to be a late year.
You think it's going to be like? Is it? What's that Arnold Schwarzenegger Christmas film? Jingle All the Way? Is it?
Yep.
Where they're fighting over the doll. You think it's going to be that? Yep. People scrambling for a Switch in the stores.
But it happens every year.
There's always something in there.
Yeah. Because I remember when the Wii first came out, my sister at the time, she was like 11 years old, and my parents wouldn't buy her a Wii because my dad's still got bloody 4 channels on the TV, so he refuses to buy any more. And I was working at the time, like I was early 20s, and I was like, "Would you mind if I bought it for her? She really wants it. Like, let me treat her to a Wii." Mate, trying to get hold of one at Christmas was a nightmare.
As soon as they brought out the Wii Fit, everyone went nuts for it. It's crazy, isn't it? Wii Fit comes out and everyone's like, "Oh, I've got to buy that."
Yeah.
We actually played the Wii this year at Christmas because my mum had been practicing all year the bowling so she could beat us at it. So Christmas Day, we're there playing fucking Wii bowling. She just got me. What is it? A VR headset. So I want to play on the latest tech, and then she's like, "Oh, get off that! We're playing Wii bowling." And I'm like, "Oh, leave me alone! I want to give this a go."
It's nice though sometimes. Like, 'cause my sister still takes the Wii around my dad's at Christmas.
Yeah,
she still uses it.
Oh, does she?
She's bought adapters for. She's got my old TV. She's bought adapters for it to use it. And it's like me.
A few moments later.
You're back. You're back. Okay, so that was at about 28 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll just snip that out, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Just add in one of those funny little technical difficulty things.
Yeah. Oops. Maybe I just leave it. I mean, this is the first one. It's a bit raw. It's a bit. We're learning as we go. But we're back in the room now. We're back in the room.
It's probably the wife's probably sweating it on Fortnite right now and taking up all the bandwidth.
She's in the other room playing Fortnite right now? Is she?
Oh, of course she is. Of course she is.
All over it. Proper hardcore gamer. Let's try and get her on another game.
Yeah. Do you know what? I saw one the other day. Actually, I need to try and find out what it's called. But it's like they're doing a lot of these paranormal games at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I've got Phasmophobia. I've played the other day.
Someone else has told me to download that. I downloaded Don't Scream the other day.
Okay. Good.
That's quite. Yeah.
Intense.
Yeah. It makes you
scream.
Makes you, yeah.
Shit your pants a little bit.
So the whole thing's 18 minutes long.
Right, okay.
Just got to play the game for 18 minutes.
And that's it, and not poo yourself.
Yeah. Give it a go, mate. It's easy.
Right, okay. Yeah, okay. I'll check that out. Just back onto. I'll tell you what we should go on to. What are you looking forward to this year? Have you got your eye on any bits and pieces this year?
Yes. Now, I think at this moment in time, you can't go without mentioning GTA 6.
You think it's coming out this year?
Do you know? I don't know.
So they did do an update. They did an update, and the update was nothing has changed. It's still coming out this year.
Do you know what? I tattoo as a lady. I tattoo, and her son works for Rockstar in Scotland.
Tell him to pull his finger out.
And I can't get anything out of her. Like,
oh no, they're NDA. Like,
yeah. So every time she comes in, I'm like, she goes, "Oh, how you doing?" I'm just looking at her like, "What?" What
Don't
was...
don't give her the numbing spray.
Yeah.
Just say, yeah, you can have
Um,
some as soon as you tell me.
The only information I've had out of her is the fact that, you know, when obviously it was first in the blah, 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 and they had that major leak before the first trailer, didn't they?
Yes.
It was his wedding day when that leak come out.
Oh, really?
So he was...
So it definitely wasn't
obviously-
him.
No. So he was off, stood there at the aisle, right, with his best man who and all that, who also worked for Rockstar.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they had to delay his missus walking down the aisle because they were all on their phones trying to sort this leak out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So...
Jesus. Ooh. But yes, I mean, I think the whole world's going to stop when GTA 6 comes out. I'm guessing you won't be playing Fortnite when that bugger comes out.
No.
You
No.
do know it's coming. I think it's just PlayStation. Did you know that?
No.
I think it's exclusive on PlayStation for a period of time. I don't know how long.
I'd heard rumors, but then I'd also heard things that they'd be stupid to do that because obviously, I say it would limit sales. People are going to buy it regardless, aren't they? It's going to push PlayStation sales. Like, yeah,
they'll buy it twice, 3 times. How many? How many times? Yes, I remember this one. How many times do you buy it? 5 times. GTA 5, you bought it 5 times. That's how many times you're going to buy the next one as well.
Yeah, I don't even play it online. That's the annoying thing.
No, mate, just wait for 6 now. I think they'll do the same thing as well.
Mate, that's purely because I bought it on the PS3.
Yeah.
Then I bought it on the PS4.
Yeah.
Then I just used the PS4 version on the PS5, and then my son wanted to play it, so I let him have it, and I bought the PS5 version.
Yeah.
That's 3 times I bought it.
PC.
Hang on,
Oh.
I haven't finished yet.
Oh.
So then I went to go play him from PlayStation 5, and he had a PS4 at the time.
Mm.
You can't crossplay between PS4 and PS5.
Right. Okay.
So I was like, I know, most games when the PS5 come out have got a free upgrade to PS5. Surely they'll give you a downgrade to PS4. It's Rockstar, isn't it? No, it's pay for it.
No.
So I then had to buy another PS4 version. So
Right.
that's the 4th time I bought it. And then I've got a few mates who do the RP games on Grand Theft Auto. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to get it on PC? I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go. So bought it on PC. I've not actually played it yet on PC.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, you've had that downloaded a while on there as well, because I remember you seeing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've not played it. You just bought
Yeah.
it because you like giving it.
Yeah.
You're the problem, Rich. You're the
Yeah.
reason we don't have GTA 6, because there's fuckers out there buying 5 copies of GTA 5.
I paid for matey's wedding rings, didn't
No.
I? But no, let's get away from GTA because we're not really going to have any new information, are we, anytime soon of it? Only one game stands out at the moment to me, and I've been following it for over a year now, and that's Kingmakers.
Oh, I know.
I don't know if you've seen that.
This is the one modern day person going.
Yes, I don't know the full background story, but it's coming out on PlayStation as well.
It
and
looks
console.
mental.
But I think you're a modern person, and I'm going to assume you have a time machine or something like that, and you go back and you've got to do certain battles. So you could be in the medieval time, but you've got like an AK-47 and a car, and you're blasting through it. But it's a physics-based game as well, so you can build castles, blow them up, stuff like that, build villages.
Yeah,
and it just looks amazing.
Yeah, it does look crazy. Any idea when that's coming out?
I don't have a clue.
Just this year.
Originally they said, I think they said end of last year. Originally, it was supposed to be out. Then beginning of this year. Then I heard a rumor about March, but now that March date seems to have just disappeared under the radar. And
yeah,
I mean, if I look on Steam now, I don't think it's even going to say. I think it would just say 2025.
I got you. So ones I'm looking forward to this year: Split Fiction.
Yep.
Which is the makers of It Takes Two.
Yep.
Which I reckon you and me should play Split Fiction when it comes out. I think that'd be good.
It does look quite good, actually. I was looking at that last night.
Yeah, well, It Takes Two was absolutely perfection of a computer game. It was so good. I definitely think Split Fiction we should give it a go because I think it will be great. Mission Impossible, Metal Gear Solid Delta is coming out.
Yes.
The remake of 3. So I'm looking forward to that. And also, did you play Ghost of Tsushima on the
No.
PlayStation exclusive? It was an amazing looking game. The game was great. You know, it was textbook PlayStation polish on it. There's a sequel coming out, Ghost of Yuntai. I'm also very much looking forward to that. We need to hear a bit more about PlayStation because you've got no idea what's coming out when, and I'd like to see some dates. We had the Xbox Direct earlier, and they showed a game, they showed the gameplay of it, they gave you a date, and then they told you it was coming out on Game Pass. Great.
Yeah.
And they did that they showed 4 games, and they did that. You had a date at the end of every single viewing of each game. There was a date. Loved it. Perfect. So I know that the new Doom's coming out in May. I know a lot more about it now because they showed off gameplay. It looks a lot more grounded, not so much the jumpy shit that was in the last Doom game. So I'm really looking forward to it, and the fact that I've got dates, I sort of know when it's coming out. You know, that's great. My headphones are disconnected again. Oh my god!
See, everyone wants
Absolutely shocking.
wireless.
Phil,
Everyone wants wireless. Just little cable stops it
you want
disconnecting.
a cable. I know. I'm going to change these headphones. I will change these headphones. I'm telling you now.
I've had these ones for quite a few years, and do you know what? I can't find them at all.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to change this up because I can't have. They don't often do that, but yeah, it's a strange one. Anyway, yeah, so that's games we're looking forward to. Are you watching anything at the moment?
As in what, TV series and stuff?
TV, movies, anything like that?
What have we watched recently? I think now. What have I watched recently? Oh, we started watching The Apprentice, obviously, because that's on.
Because everyone does. Here's one for you.
We've watched a lot of the Harlan Coben stuff on Netflix. Like Missing You. Have you seen that one?
Oh, I think I have. Yeah. Oh, and did they do a series called Safe as well?
Yeah, with the bloke from Dexter in it.
Yeah. So it's that. Yeah. Yes, they are very good.
Yeah, he does a lot with like James Nesbitt in it as well.
Yeah.
But what's the one they did before that with that Hollyoaks bloke and the woman from Coronation Street? I can't remember her name now.
Oh, Michelle not Michelle Collins. Keegan.
No.
Michelle Keegan.
Yeah.
The fit one. That's going out with a retard from Essex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, we all know. We all know who we're talking about.
But yeah, no, they're really like up to the point where the last episode you're still guessing stuff.
Yeah,
and you're wrong. Like, I love it. Like, because
Twists and
I
turns.
find like horror film. I don't watch many horror films. I find them too predictable. But I did watch The Terrifier 3.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Just because the only reason I watched it is because of all the reactions from people watching it.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Terrifier is it's out there for.
I think I found myself laughing more than.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Have you seen all of them?
No, I literally only watched that one because everyone kicked off about it. Said they're walking out of the cinema and stuff, and
yeah,
I thought it can't be that bad.
So movies wise, I've now got a Odeon Limitless pass, and I've absolutely been rinsing going to the cinema recently. I've never been to. I've seen, just going through it now. I've seen Nosferatu. Hang on. Better Man, which was great. Wolfman, which was not great. A Complete Unknown, which is good. The Presence. The Brutalist. Flight Risk, that was crap. And Companion so far. And I've got to watch Captain America.
Yep, that's out soon, isn't it?
Valentine's Day that comes out, and that's when we're going to go watch it. Thank you very much. Something called Heart Eyes, which is a slasher flick Valentine's Day themed, and something called the Monkey, which is about
Ooh.
those the little drummer monkey thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so I got tickets for that as well coming up. The cinema not been so busy.
Have you seen? Sorry, just
Go on.
interrupting you there. Have you seen the trailer for the new Jurassic Park?
Yes, I have, with Scarlett Johansson in it.
Yeah,
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 I have seen it, and they got to get the DNA from the largest dinosaurs.
yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, but I generally thought after the last Jurassic Park that was it, because the almost like like in Marvel they do the story arc, don't they?
Yeah,
And it's sort of like it came round to like a conclusion in Jurassic Park where you got the 3 original people, and then you got the 3 new people, and it even down to the point it ended with like, because obviously Jurassic Park started with I can't remember the bloke's name. Is it Ned? Whoever it was who stole the canister.
yes, yeah.
So it started off with him stealing the canister. The canister obviously rolled in, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But it ended with the bloke in charge of Jurassic Park with the canister with the same dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. That was like it was a good way. Like the whole arc, like little things like Jeff Goldblum flew the flare the right way this time. That ended that and all that sort of thing. And yeah, there's a new one coming out. Like
it still sells, so they're going to keep on doing it. It doesn't matter. You can think it's the most complete ending ever. Let's look at Marvel. Let's look at Endgame. You think, well, they can't possibly continue. We now have a Black Captain America, so that's. There we go. Disney got their hands on it finally. Let's get them all black.
I understand, like, because obviously in the comics it's either Bucky or Sam that gets the shield. The comics split off.
So hang on, for reference, people, we have Rich is a massive Marvel nerd. He is a subject matter expert, big time. Rich, show him what you do.
So, no, I was just gonna say, like, the comic splits off, and it goes. You have a version where Sam gets a shield. You get a version where Bucky gets a shield. And the way they've done it in the films, like you got the first Avenger, and then obviously you've got Winter Soldier and stuff like that, and Civil War is all focused around Bucky Barnes, and
right.
So it almost leads up like they're going to go down the route of Bucky Barnes getting the shield. Then obviously, sort of like without getting political, and the way films are going now,
Disney got stuck in and went, there's not enough color on that one.
Yeah, it's. I mean, either way, it's to the comics. It's. I don't know. I just think the way they set it up, for me, the way they set the films up, they then did Bucky Barnes dirty. That makes sense.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah,
because he got a lot of screen time.
Mm.
You think like Civil War is basically all over Bucky as well. Sorry, not Civil War. Bloody which one was it? Was it Winter Soldier? Yeah, it was the Winter Soldier, wasn't it?
They all blur for me. It's a blur. I can't keep up with them. I know I'm going to struggle at this next Captain America because it's like, have you seen series 3 of whatever's on Disney Plus?
Well, this one's going to be more confusing because the actor that actually played the original bloke in it died, didn't he, in real life? So it's now played by Harrison Ford.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, yeah. The Colonel in that's different. But obviously they have Red Hulk in it. And yeah, the trailers haven't impressed me much.
No, it's a very casual watch for me because I'm not
Yeah.
the biggest fan of Marvel. It's not to say I don't think they're great. I thought Avengers was great and it's it's a massive spectacle. It always is, but I definitely feel like they've gone downhill.
I mean, I was 40 last year. I grew up with the old Marvel ways, like the original, like including like you had like the old Avengers, you got Spider-Man, stuff like that. So to me, like, I mean, Infinity War and Endgame were like a cinematic masterpiece. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, you did not walk out of those movies in the cinema feeling something. Like, it was mad. And I think they put all their eggs in one basket with those two films. And since then, it's not been great.
No, it's definitely been down on the quality point of view with a lot of the Marvel stuff. So I'm not expecting loads, but I think it's going to be fun going to watch that.
Also, the Fantastic Four trailer dropped this week.
Yes, I did see that. There's no brothers in it. Disney must be worried.
The only thing I'm not too sure about is, yes, he's the in-actor at the moment, is Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
He's not Reed Richards. Reed Richards is a very sort of like neat, straight up sort of John Krasinski in Doctor Strange. Perfect.
Yeah.
He's got that look to him. Pedro Pascal, like The Last of Us suited him, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's
like
right.
that sort of look, it suited him, not Reed Richards. Like I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go to cinema for it. I'll wait till it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Plus, Jessica Alba's not in it, so that's it done for me.
So one question I've got for you is, so TV series that I've been watching. I've been watching Beast Games on Amazon. Have you watched it?
I haven't seen the last episode. I had a
But
customer.
so you're in. So you've been watching it then?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So one of my clients put it on whilst he was getting tattooed because he was there for like 7 hours, and he literally smashed through every single episode. So I was sort of watching it, but not.
Having a doodle.
Obviously, it wasn't like tattooing like this. Like, oh yeah, what's going on with? But no. So yeah, I've seen. If you said a challenge to me, I probably remember the challenges and certain parts that stuck out to me. But I haven't seen the last episode.
Oh well, I don't want to spoil it for people, but my God, I'm absolutely gripped with it. It comes out a new episode every Thursday, and Thursday I'm rushing home to go watch it. I think it's great.
When I watched it, I think they were down to like. What was the last one I watched?
Next week.
I'm sure they were down to like 40 people.
Yeah, well, next week is the last episode, and they're down to 6 people, and it's so good.
I think the last one I watched. Are we doing spoilers, like just in case people haven't seen it, or?
Give the concept. You don't need to tell them who's going through, but yeah, go on.
So you'll know, like in it, there was 2 brothers, weren't there?
Oh yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. No, yeah.
Oh,
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like
it's brutal.
The last episode I watched was to do with them 2, and
is it the quiz?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was good. But there was 1,000 people going for $5 million, and the very first episode, there's 1,000 of them ready to go, and then Mr. Beast comes along with an extra $1 million and just says, anyone that gives up right now can have a share of this $1 million. Straight away, I was like, oh my God, I'm strapped in. This is genius. Because the thing is, people, they're lying to each other, they're stealing money off of each other, they're bribing.
It's good TV though, isn't it?
Oh, like, so good. I know the Americans are a bit overboard, and it's all like
you wanna watch people be assholes, like
that is
one of those,
so good.
Anything that gets you shouting at the TV, like there's another section when I think 3 of them were on platforms and they had to do a timer down, didn't they? I don't want to say trying not to say too much, but there was like a countdown of a minute, and as the minute counted down, the money went up.
Yes,
I was shouting at that episode, like, oh.
Well, there was the one, and
I would if it was me, I would have been like,
yeah. Well, so there's the one where 4 of them were lined up on the platform, and they had their own team, and basically the money kept on going up, and they could take it whenever they wanted. But if they took it, their whole team would have been eliminated, but they'd have got the money.
With them, they didn't know how much the money. They said there's a limit that the money goes up to, but they're not going to tell them.
Yeah.
But if you don't press the buzzer before it hits that limit, then none of you get it.
Yeah, but it got to $1 million. It got to $1 million, and no one pressed the buzzer. Oh my
Mate,
god!
I'm not gonna lie. I would have been out then.
My hand would. I'd still have an imprint of the claim button.
I'd have been in the ambulance with concussion after headbutting that buzzer
Yeah.
that hard. Like,
Yeah, yeah. But it's so good. Anyone listening to this, if you've not seen it, go and watch it because it's absolutely gripping
and the
TV.
best thing about it as well is he doesn't have to spend any of his own money, does he?
No,
Do you
just
think
Amazon.
the
Just
sponsorship, like, just
yeah, yeah. Well, he's probably getting paid more than $5 million. Wouldn't be
yeah,
surprised. Would not
yeah,
be surprised at all. But yeah, it's
yeah,
absolutely brilliant. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. I thought, oh, let's give it a little look, see what he's up to. And
yeah,
I was like, after episode 1, I was like, oh my god, oh, show
yeah.
me more.
No, I do need to. The problem I have is I've got 2 kids, so like we both work full time, me and the missus. So trying to like, we struggle to sit down and watch a half an hour episode or something without it being like an interruption. So we have to wait till kids are in bed, it's late, and by then we're tired anyway. So sort of,
And you can't get Shara for Fortnite either.
yeah, she's on it. I say she's yeah.
She's
I'll be
all
at work
over
and
it.
she'll be off and she'll be playing it. She'll go, I've got 4 crowns today. It's like, well done.
Yeah.
She's generally got excited today because I don't know if you've seen they've started putting shoes in Fortnite now.
Shoes.
So you can buy skins and stuff.
Oh no.
So anyone watching, he's not played Fortnite for a long time, so he probably doesn't know that there's now shoes in Fortnite.
I do not know.
Charles got excited because her trainers are on it today.
Oh, her actual trainers.
Yeah, her actual trainers are on it today, so she
Oh.
brought them straight away, and she's wearing them, and actually
Oh.
wearing them on her feet and in the game.
Brilliant.
Right.
Okay. That's what we got into now, is it?
Yeah.
You've got to buy shoes for your character. Is it? Do you have to? She didn't spend actual money, did she? Please tell me she didn't
Well,
spend actual
I think it was
money.
like 800 V-Bucks.
That's a lot,
So,
isn't it?
yeah.
How much is the season pass? 1,000.
Well, she actually has the crew pass. So every month she gets a free skin. She gets 1,000 V-Bucks.
Oh,
And
she's
when
like
the battle pass
fully
comes
in.
out, yeah, it's like £10 a month.
Yeah.
But you think 1,000 V-Bucks anyway to buy is £7. So for the
Yeah, so
extra
those
£3, she's getting a skin, she's getting other stuff, she's getting the battle pass and stuff like that as well.
So those
for her, it
trainers,
works out.
the trainers are about £5.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, if she's very excited by it, then great.
Yeah, each their own.
So if I ever get back on Fortnite, I'll have to go, oh, nice shoes, Shah. Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah, I love it. Okay, right. So yeah, she's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. TV wise, the only thing, if you take anything from this, it's go and watch. And out of all those movies that I went to go watch, so far the best thing I've watched is Better Man. Which, do you know anything about Better Man?
No.
This is.
But you're not really selling the cinema pass, by the way. Just saying.
Am I not? Okay. I mean, if you want to go to the cinema on the big screen in Bournemouth, so the iSense screen on a Saturday night for a new movie, it's £23 a ticket now. That's how much it is. So I was like, fuck this, I'm getting the pass. And I've absolutely, I'm paying for you can get 2 different passes. You can get the £16 one, but then you've got to pay a bit extra depending if you're in a premium seat or a standard seat. Right. And I said to the missus, I was like, look, I don't want to piss about with that. I want to pay a price and that's it. So we've got the next tier up, which is you pay the price, you can sit anywhere.
So you just turn up. You don't have to pay any extra.
You don't
apart
pay
from
any
snacks.
extra apart from the ridiculous price of the popcorn and drinks there. So that's the reason I got it. So, if selling it to you, we'll go to the cinema. We'll do a little double date thing. We'll go to the cinema. I'll sit you down and you go, oh, £23 a ticket was that? I paid fuck all for this. Thank you very much. That sells it to me.
But you're going to find yourself having to use it now. So you're going to all these films that you're probably not happy about watching.
I've seen a couple of shit films. I can't lie.
What's the one you sat through? What was it? 3.5 hours? It had an intermission in it. It was that long.
The Brutalist. Yeah. It had
how'd that go for you?
Oh, fucking hell. That was a hard watch. I would not be surprised if it wins all kinds of Oscars, but that does not mean it's a great film. Jesus, I sat through that and I was like, oh my god. And I did laugh when it came up with intermission and a 15-minute timer. I was like, oh my god, I'm going for a piss, and then I'm getting another drink, and I couldn't feel my legs. It was
Gonna
rough.
see what else is on.
I could have flown to Tenerife. Watch that film or fly to Tenerife. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Brutus. So Better Man. Let's get back on to Better Man because it is the best film I've seen so far this year, and it's very surprising. Better Man is a true story. Well, a true story. It's about Robbie Williams. It's a movie about Robbie Williams, and the character playing Robbie Williams is a monkey. There's a monkey that is Robbie Williams.
We're talking Take That, Robbie Williams, aren't we?
No, we're talking starting Take That. We're talking Robbie Williams as a little kid. So there's a little kid.
Oh, okay.
There's a little kid chimp running about playing football with his big ears, and I want to be a singer. Going through the Take That era, Gary Barlow's there, and he's like a proper actor. There's someone playing Gary Barlow, but Robbie Williams the whole way through it is a chimpanzee. And I'm telling you now, because I was like, look, we've got to go. We've got the pass, so let's.
Well, these films these days, if you pay peanuts, you know what they say, you get monkeys, don't you?
I tell you what, I bet Disney were fucking furious. What? Don't worry, mate. No one's listening to this. It's the first one. We'll know as soon as someone's listened to it, because we'll be taken off the air. But yeah. Better Man is the best film I've seen this year. It's absolutely brilliant. Watch it.
Might have to check it out then when it comes. I tell you, one that I was surprised by, actually, one I did watch a couple of weeks ago. Have you seen Champions with Woody Harrelson?
I haven't. It's on Netflix, isn't it? I've not seen it.
Give it a watch. It's actually quite funny a bit. Like,
is it?
It's one of those typical feel good films.
Yeah. All right.
But it gets to the point I sit in front of the TV. Excuse me. I sit in front of the TV and I just put stuff on because I can't bother to scroll.
Mm.
So if it's on the screen in front of me, I'll put it on. And I've done that a few times now. And I've been quite pleasantly surprised about the films, and something I wouldn't normally watch, but actually quite enjoyed. There's an older one now that couldn't bother to scroll. Have you seen Shotgun Wedding?
No, you're telling me all new things.
Oh, mate, it's not a new one, but it's J-Lo.
J-Lo. Oh, right, okay.
J-Lo.
So it's a solid
J-Lo.
4 out of 10 then.
Not when it gets to the bedroom scene, mate.
There's bedrooms. Oh, okay. I see. I got you. Has she ever done a good
Marks
film?
out of 10? Marks out of 10? I'll give her 1. You know what I'm saying? No.
He's coming. He's here next week, guys. I don't know what to say.
No, that was surprisingly quite a good film. I'm not really watching anything new. It's just sort of like stuff that I've not watched.
Mate, get on Better Man. Watch Beast Games and Better Man. Both brilliant.
Well, Beast Games I'm pretty up to date with, so I just need to watch the last couple of episodes. But
so good. It's so good. Oh, I got someone at work who's watching it as well, and every Friday, obviously Thursday the episode comes out, we go home, we watch it, and then Friday we've got like an hour at work talking about, I can't believe they did that. So good. So insanely good. But yeah, so I don't know if I've got any movies. I'm not going to watch anything this weekend. I'm going to my dad's tomorrow. Super Bowl's on Sunday. I don't know if you're interested at all about American football, but that's on. I will be watching it. Yeah, I love it. So I'll be all over that. That does segue nicely onto football.
Is that the time? I think I need to actually.
Right. No, you're staying right there. You're staying right there. So, guys, to make
technical difficulties.
Yeah, look at him drift off. Yeah. Okay. So to make this, we want to try and make this a weekly thing, a weekly podcast. But I do struggle with a weekly podcast when it's purely gaming. A lot of people can do it, and they do a great job of it. I would struggle just purely gaming because I get stuck into a game and I could be playing it for a month. So it's like you go to the next week and go, well, what you been playing? And I'm like, well, same thing I played last week. So
I've
we want to
actually played
chuck football.
3 new games this week.
Oh, we haven't even talked about. Let's talk about your games. What have you played this week?
So I downloaded Red Dead 2 again. Start playing that.
That's not a new game. Go on, keep on going.
All right, you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
I played 3 different games to what I normally play.
Okay.
Age of Empires 4 I've got back into.
Yeah. Okay.
They need to do a new Command and Conquer as well. That's up on that needs to be.
I have just downloaded a game called 9-Bit Army, which is from the makers of Command and Conquer. It's like an 8-bit style game, and it's like a tenner, but it's really good.
Is this the one that you said was like Battlefield type thing?
No, not
Is that
like
different
Battlefield.
one?
No, that's Battle Bit.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah.
No, this is not. It's called 9-Bit Army, and it's Command and Conquer, but in 8-bit. Yeah, but it's
I'll have to
called
look at
9-Bit Armies because it's a sequel to 8-Bit Armies. But 9-Bit Armies, about a tenner. Go check that out. What's the other game that you played?
Dead Island 2.
Oh, yeah.
I had it. I played it when it first came out. I did a couple of missions, never played it.
Mm.
And this week I just wanted to play some stuff that I didn't have to think about, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's something to chill out with and.
Completed it yesterday.
Oh, did you? Oh, well done.
Yeah, literally 5 nights playing it. Just
blitzed it.
Yeah,
absolutely blitzed for it. Nice. So I've just downloaded. I was gonna go buy Civilization 7 because it's fresh out. And I went to go click to buy it, and I was going to pay the extra so I could play it early. And then I had a quick look at the reviews, and the review people were dissing it already, and I'm like, oh no, I'm really disappointed because I wanted that to be my thing that I get stuck into for a while. So I sidestepped that, and I bought Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I tried the first one because I knew that the new one was coming out. I tried the first one last. I doubt because it's on Game Pass. Is it on Game Pass?
Might be.
I
Probably.
think it is on Game Pass.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for it, or did I pay for it? I don't know now. So many different things on my computer. Like, I don't remember what it's on, but I don't know. I just found it really slow.
It is slow. It's difficult. It's like a simulation. I mean, I spent about 10 minutes forging my own sword. So you got to put it in the fire, smack it with a hammer to get it, into the right shape, and then go sharpen it. You can be doing all sorts forever. It's a big game. So far, I'm enjoying it, but it is a slower pace. It's definitely a slower pace, but I'm impressed so far. It looks stunning. It looks absolutely brilliant. You have a look around, it's like English countryside in ye old day with the odd castle.
That reminds me, actually, you saying English countryside, of a game that's coming out in the end of March.
I know what you're gone.
Atomfall.
Yeah, knew you were going to say that.
That looks good.
Now, is that Game Pass? I think that might be coming out on Game Pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's on Game Pass.
That's good. Yeah, so I'll get to try it at least.
See, when I think about stuff, I can't remember anything when I try and think about it. But like little things
will
trigger.
In.
Yeah,
mate. It doesn't matter. We'll jump all over the place on this show.
It just reminds me of like Northern Fallout.
Yeah. Have you played Fallout London?
No.
Because that's out. There's a mod that's been released for Fallout 4, I think it is, and it's Fallout, but in London.
That's convenient, isn't it?
Huh?
Convenient for that to come out when Atomfall's coming out.
Yeah. When did it come out? It came out a little while ago now. 6 months ago, maybe something like that. I don't know. I've not got stuck into it anyway. Kingdom Come Deliverance, though, is the thing I got. But Civilization 7. Someone has said to me since that, I got it, and actually it's pretty good. Should crack on with it. So I'm going to give it a go.
Never been a Civilization fan.
No? Oh, I enjoy it.
No.
It, like you said, it's one of those chill out games. I can just chill out and, I don't have to stress over it because a lot of the shooters we sort of play can be really you can stress yourself out with them. And just to sit back, chuck something on in the background and play something like that, love it. I don't know if you played Balatro, but I'm on like 60 hours into Balatro. It's a card game, and I play that as soon as I get home. I just play it before I have to go do dinner, I'll give it even just 15, 20 minutes. Play that,
Hmm.
love it. Just chills me right out. So that's really good. That's an absolutely brilliant game.
I did download
Um,
Solitaire the other day, actually.
oh, did you, mate? Give
Yeah,
Bellatro a
and
go.
Minesweeper.
Oh, okay. You tested it. I tell you what,
Yeah.
he's got a brand new. Spending thousands of pounds on PC equipment. Plays bloody Minesweeper. So, sort yourself out. What are you doing? Right. You've
Fucking
tried
load
to
it up fast, though, wouldn't it?
you've tried to knock us off course with your
Sorry.
sidestepping, but we've got to talk about the football, mate. Got to talk about it. What's going
So
on?
let's talk about the main thing that's I've noticed this week. Paul Mercer's back on the drink again.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah.
Isn't he? Like, he's having a few before his Sky report. Like, the old
He's
interview saying that Harry Kane's going to be going to Arsenal in January.
well, mate. Look, not being funny. There's previous history, and you know how desperate he is for a trophy,
Why would he get to Arsenal?
mate. We're second. We're second, and what we need more than anything is a goal scorer. And I did think about this because obviously I see.
I disagree with you there.
Go on.
Completely disagree with you there. I mean, you've got a world-class goal scorer in your squad already.
Here we go. Go on. Kai Havertz.
Havertz, isn't it? Yeah.
He ain't it. He's not it. I would quite like Harry Kane because I can't lose because I am very good at slagging off Harry Kane. So if he misses anything, the abuse that come out of my mouth just naturally will be unreal.
I think your head would explode if Harry Kane went to Arsenal.
My headphones are gone again. If you ever see me hold that, it's because my fucking headphones have dropped out again. This is ridiculous. There we go. Right. Go on.
I was saying I think your head would explode if Harry Kane went to Arsenal.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how I'd feel about it.
I mean, he wouldn't be able to say it, would he? Arsenal.
Yeah, Aston.
Right.
I did make me laugh that I've known you for quite a while now, and you used to defend Harry Kane. So for context, people, Rich is a very good artist. Absolutely, honestly, I could not. He's the best about. It's absolutely stunning the stuff he can do. You're very talented. Well done. Now he drew a picture of Harry Kane in colour. It's incredible what it is incredible what you can do, and well done. It was so good that Harry Kane's people reached out to you, didn't he?
Yeah, well, you say this. His agency CK66 sent me a message on Instagram saying if you send it in, we'll get him to sign it. Can't say that's a major thing because they literally have one client.
Right.
The agency is owned by his brother, Charlie. So they literally have one client, and that's
Harry.
Yeah.
Okay. What have you done with that picture? Out of interest, where is it?
At the moment, it's in an envelope up. Right. Well, the original is at the studio.
Okay.
But the drawing took me nearly 30 hours to do.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to send that in the post.
No.
The chance of it getting lost. So I reluctantly sent a copy of it.
Yeah. Mixed feelings there.
Yeah. So although I do have a signed copy of it,
it's a signed
it would have
print.
it would have been nicer to have the original signed.
I know. But you'd only hand do that, wouldn't you? Well, of course you would.
I mean, I spent 30 hours on this drawing. I don't want to risk him dribbling on it.
And this is what I was going to move on to. You, the day he moves, got straight into the Harry Kane abuse. I've been abusing him for years. But you, bloody, that, get on it.
You're only as big as a badge on the front of your shirt, right?
Right.
As soon as they're not in that shirt,
that's
it.
Fair
game, mate. Fair game.
Dead to me.
But no, he's is no matter. The thing that makes me laugh the most about Harry Kane is everyone like yourself gave him abuse.
Yes,
I
still do. Proudly.
Listen, as soon as he leaves Tottenham, as soon as he left Tottenham, all these same people going, "Oh well, yeah, he's a world-class striker."
No, I still abuse him.
Still take him at Arsenal, though, wouldn't you?
I would, yeah. No, I'm not. What can I say? What can I say? Now, here's a question for you. if he does a Sol Campbell, we'll call it a Sol Campbell. So that's not just joining Arsenal. That's joining Arsenal and getting silverware. Do you burn your original drawing? You're thinking about it. What happens to that? Because imagine you've done a 30-hour drawing of Sol Campbell.
Yeah, which I
What?
wouldn't have done. But...
Huh? Which you wouldn't have done. Yes, you would have. You would have. Back in
Don't
the
get
day.
me started. Like Sol Campbell, right? It was only a couple of years ago. He was crying, and going, "Oh, please forgive me. It was done like years ago, and all this sort of thing. I don't understand why everyone's giving me so much abuse." And he can't handle it. And then he does that blooming advert again. Like, so 1 minute he's
that's
like
a
begging.
brilliant advert. That is.
Don't get me wrong. I even said this during a message, and I said, "Do you know what? It's a fucking really good advert. It's clever."
Yeah.
He clearly didn't write it because it's clever, right?
Was it? No, it wasn't Paddy Power, was it? It was Google. Paddy Power often do good ads. But
yeah, it was a phone, wasn't it?
It was Google Pixel. Oh,
bloody good
God.
advert.
It was so good.
But it was only a couple of years ago. He was crying because he wanted the abuse to stop. He didn't understand why he got so much abuse.
Never happened.
And then he tried to use a race card, saying it's because
he did that very recently. Yeah, I do remember that. But look, he's a legend of Premier League football.
Uh-huh.
That's Anyway, back to the conversation in hand. Harry Kane joins Arsenal, gets a Champions League, gets possibly relegates Tottenham.
Obviously, you can never say never, but I honestly don't see him going to Arsenal.
Regardless, what happens to that picture? Does it get burnt or do you keep it?
The difference is I'm not thinking about football side of it now. I'm thinking about how much time I put into that drawing.
Yeah.
I'd probably keep it, but it wouldn't be on display.
I'll have it if you colour it in red.
You know, like one of those drawings that you shove at the back of your portfolio and hope that people get bored before they get to it.
Yeah. Because you got a lot of views with that, didn't you? You put it on TikTok or something and it went viral, didn't it?
Yeah, something like 600. I think it's on like 670,000.
That's how many views it got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like 90,000 likes. But I think it was a good time when I drew it. It was about 2 years before he left. When the hate was ripe with Kane. So I think a lot of the reason it got traction is because people giving it abuse and stuff like that. So I did a Son one as well, but that only hit like 10,000 views.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone really dislikes Son, to be honest. So
no, he's a very lovable. Even Arsenal fans, I think, he's a very lovable character, and it's like Big Ange. Big Ange has been doing. I absolutely think he's brilliant. I am entertained every week. Every week I'm entertained. Well done, Ange Postecoglou.
I actually watched a good interview the other day with a bloke called Anton, who's his ex. One of the people on his team, I can't remember exactly who it was. It was actually quite an interesting interview. He was talking about the way he works.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like, as one of the background stuff, like, he doesn't have anything to do with him now.
Right.
But he was saying, give him time. And once you get all these injuries out of the way, his system will work.
Yeah, mate. As soon as you're playing Millwall, the likes of them, yeah, you're going to shoot up probably get playoffs.
I was going to say, like, next season, if we don't get any injuries next season, no injuries, I reckon we can get top 4, and then we're in the playoffs.
Oh my God, I love it when you do this. This is you do
you
every year. Every year.
Did you listen to what I just said?
No, hang on, go on.
See, you're too busy. You cut me off before then.
Right? Bugger.
I said, if we don't get any injuries,
yeah,
we have a good season, the AND system works, we will get top 4. And top 4 will get us in the playoffs.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Do you think you get 40 points this season? What are you on right now?
27.
Oh, that is shocking, isn't it? So you're on 20. Bad. Do you think you get 40 points this season?
Yeah.
Just.
It won't be much more. Yeah, it won't be much more.
Oh, dear. Deary me.
How many games are left?
I want to say about 10. A bit more than that. 12 games. Which should 40 points there. isn't it?
Yeah, it's just Spurs, though, isn't it?
It is Spurs. It is Spurs.
Oh, Richarlison's injured again, by the way.
I did see that. Yeah, I mean, you have got you got that Tell bloke, didn't you? Who, you know, the Spursiest thing ever. So you've replaced Harry Kane with a player who has left Bayern Munich because he cannot take the place of Harry Kane. Yeah.
Do you know what? I generally think out of all the injuries, because we got what 11, 12 first
got
team
a lot.
players. First team, like I don't care what anyone. This is not me just defending Tottenham. This is me defending as if it was any team. You take 11 to 12 first team players out, any team in the Premier League, they're going to struggle.
But look at City.
Right? Liverpool, right? Liverpool, you take out their goalkeeper and back line and made mid like because we're not just missing. We're missing obviously our main striker Solanke. We're missing Madison, Udogi, Vicario,
Missing 2 goalkeepers.
Romero, Van der Ven. That's basically our whole back four, back area. Then you've got Madison, Johnson. I'm not even going to mention. There's no point mentioning Vernon. Like it's pointless. But and then like Solanke, Richarlison, and I have very mixed minds about Richarlison because he's useless. But it's like when my boy used to do Sunday football, and there's always that one kid on the team that he puts the effort in, but he's not great.
Yeah. No, I get you.
We've got 14 games left. That's what I was looking
14. Love it. Does Ange stay?
Realistically, right? When it works, it works. And we prove that. Like, and I'm not making excuses because obviously who's that manager that slagged him off the other day from one of the lower leagues? Wanted a bit of airtime. Saying injuries aren't an excuse.
Oh, really? Oh.
They are an excuse when you
got your whole team
Tottenham have never had a strong squad because of Daniel Levy doesn't obviously spend money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when you've got 11 to 12 first team players out, yeah, they're the first team players because they're the best players, but they're literally Tottenham's best players.
Yeah.
Because you look at our bench after that, it's the under 17s and blooming under 21 squad. It's ridiculous. It's like you're playing games and you need someone to come on and change the game, and you're bringing on. It's like when we played Elfsberg the other day, and it took Dane Scarlett, Akanji, and Mickey Moore, who's 17, to score the 3 goals.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's
you got
worrying.
Bergvale, I think, is a phenomenal little player. He's going to be really good.
Right.
He's just a bit hot-headed at the moment, and obviously needs to learn to calm down a bit. But Archie Gray, 18-year-old lad, he's played in every position apart from the position he's supposed to be playing in.
Yeah, you got him from Leeds, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be good. He is going to be good. Begrudgingly, can't wait to see him in an Arsenal top. But yeah.
But like I said, you take the Liverpool squad, you take out their goalie, 3 of their defenders, half of their midfield, and their main strikers. They ain't going to be doing what they're doing.
No. It's true, and it's why. So you and me, we message quite a bit about the football, and you know, I can't help myself. I can't. I've got, I love throwing a dig your way, but it's not as fun when I like it when you bottle it and you've got a full strength squad. Nothing fills me with more joy. It's the funniest thing ever. It's just not funny when you got that many injuries. It's like, well, what are they meant to do? It is crazy. But Carabao Cup, we both had a mare.
Do you know what? I went into that second round, I wouldn't say expecting it, because any person's gonna have a bit of hope about their team, even if you just get a draw. But it's the manner they lost it in. They didn't even turn up. I fully. If they lost, but they'd put 100% effort in, I wouldn't have been pissed off.
Yeah.
But it's like they went Jamie Carragher just pisses me off. Him and Gary Neville.
Yeah.
No, and I'll defend this as and I will not just say this about Tottenham, but they both do it about Arsenal as well.
Yeah, they do.
They want teams like Arsenal and Tottenham to fail. They're waiting for it. Like against Brentford, he goes, "Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if they're 3-0 down by half time." And then because we weren't 3-0 down at half time, he turned around on Sky and said, "Oh, let's hope we see Dr. Tottenham in the second half."
Yeah.
Like as a pundit, he
Yeah, I
shouldn't be
know.
like that.
Yeah, but
Now
he
Gary
is.
Neville. Yeah, but the thing is, it's like he's trying to be Roy Keane,
Yeah.
but he's not Roy Keane.
He's not. Yeah. But Gary Neville's terrible for it. Gary Neville, if there's ever a decision for or against Arsenal,
I started to like Gary Neville as a pundit, but then I think Carragher's dragged him down a bit.
I think they both do my head in. I much prefer when Amazon. Don't
get me started on Ali McCoist.
Oh no, see, I like that. I like Ali McCoist. I think he's great. I do think he's great. So same with me with the Arsenal game, Carabao Cup. Obviously, we were 2-0 down, and there was just something. I was like, "Oh, we could do it. We could do it. Let's see." You know, you never know. So I was quite optimistic, and then I started watching the build-up, and I saw all the Geordies. They were right up for it. It was a massive event for them. They had that twat with the saxophone in the middle of the pitch, and I'm like, "Oh no, I don't know what's going to go on here." I started watching it. 3 minutes in, goal. I turned it off. Turns out
it was a fucking good goal though, wasn't it?
It was offside though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned it off, mate.
It was a good finish though, wasn't it?
I'm done.
I think I lasted a bit longer than you.
Yeah, because I bet you were laughing.
When the fourth goal went in against Spurs, that's when I turned it off. I was like,
what, at 3? You were like, "Oh, we can come back from this."
No, it wasn't even like a comeback. But he made some substitutions. Like, we weren't going to come back into that game, but he made some substitutions. I think he brought Bergvall on, and what else did he bring on? Oh, Pedro Porro, because he didn't start.
Is he fit?
As soon as he, hey,
Pedro Porro's fit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, surprised.
Him and Kulichevsky, like, are the ones that put the most minutes in all season.
Yeah.
But like when he brought them two on, it changed slightly. Like we were trying. If that makes sense. Like Bergvall, like he's phenomenal going forward and trying. And so it didn't make it too bad a watch, if that makes sense.
Mm.
And then when the fourth went in, I was just like, right, what's on Netflix?
Yeah, I'm done.
And that was
I'm
it.
Tapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so you are still in the FA Cup. You got Aston Villa tomorrow. I'm assuming you're going to be watching that game.
It's Villa Park as well, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. How many goals until you switch it off?
Do you know this is the annoying thing about Spurs? Last time we played them in the league, I can't remember what it was. A Sunday. Me and Shine ended up going shopping, and I was like, "Do you know what? I'm not even gonna fucking bother watching it because it's gonna be one of them games." And then it was 4-1 to Spurs, and then we beat City 4-0 at the Etihad,
and then you'll get done.
And then we lose to Ipswich.
Yeah, beautiful. It doesn't matter how down I feel about my team. Spurs will be there to pick me up. Because I think it was the City game. I think I messaged you and I was like, I'd be fuming. I'd be absolutely.
I was more angry. I was more angry about winning the City game 4-0 because they play a game like that, phenomenal, and then like the Liverpool game. I don't know if you actually watched it.
No,
but it's like they just turned up because they had to. Like, and all these big players like Son, who are supposed to be team leaders and stuff like that, they just disappear in the big games.
Yeah. Oh well, look.
It's like Kai Havertz can't hit a fucking barn door. Like,
I know it's very frustrating. He's the amount of chances he misses. We need a striker. We need someone that can naturally put the ball in the back of the net.
That's another thing I don't understand. Like, I think last season I even sent you a message saying, "Oh, Kai Havertz is on a roll." Like, he went through that phase, didn't he?
He gets little purple patches.
And then I messaged you the other day saying, like, surely he had a shot right in front of goal. Like, it was harder to miss the target than it was to actually hit the target.
That one. I wasn't even angry at. I was like, oh my god, he's got an actual psychological problem. There's something. And I actually watched after they interviewed him, and he looked terrible. He looked like he needed therapy. So I don't know what. But luckily, they've all gone to Dubai now, and you know what happens when Arsenal go to Dubai? They come back and they do some great stuff. So I don't know what they do with them over there. I don't know if he lets them
you
shit
don't
on
know, if you don't have lunch,
hookers
don't ask questions on it.
yeah, I know. Yeah, so, something happens over there, but they all come back with a spring in their step. I saw photos of them getting on the plane. I tell you what, you've never seen anyone happier in the world than Ben White getting on a plane to Dubai to work on his tan. He's loving it, loving life. Let's see.
It's when you see the stairs going up to the airplane, and you like everyone's getting on the plane, and Kai Havertz is like a little crumpled mess on the floor, and they're like, "What happened to him? Oh, he missed the door."
Yeah, it's definitely a problem, Kai Havertz. But maybe that they're getting a therapy. They're getting him a therapist, or they're just. I don't know what's going to happen, but look, we need something. We're struggling with injuries as well. We don't actually have any substitutes whatsoever.
I've just seen Martinelli's out for a month, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's out for a month. So now it's Sterling. Who is it? It's Trossard. Oh, we got Wanyeri, and we've got Havertz, and then we got Sterling as the sub. But that is it. There's nothing else.
It's like, for example, like and I'll keep coming back to it, but like you look at the Tottenham Liverpool game the other night. You've got the Tottenham bench, like the whole team's decimated. You've got like 17-year-olds on the bench, and then you look at the Liverpool bench; they've got a whole bloody first squad on there again.
Yeah, they're strong. They are a strong team, and they haven't bought anyone.
Don't get me like, and I'm not even just saying this either. Like Tottenham had a terrible game the other day, absolutely flipping terrible, like one of the worst games. But Liverpool, right? If you'd have watched it, one of their top 3 performances this season.
Yeah, they stepped
it was up. No, it was clinical, mate. Like it was. They hit the post like 3 times.
Oh, did they?
But yeah, like you just said, they haven't bought anyone. Like Arne Slot's good. He's obviously doing well. He's got them playing well. Blah blah. But predominantly, he's inherited a good squad.
Yeah.
That's all Klopp's work in that squad.
Credit to Klopp.
Right?
And they've switched it on. And it's just good. They've had a really good transition. It's new manager bounce, and they're having a hell of a bounce. And he's going to be able to buy a couple of players. He's going to be able to spend a lot of money as well. They have not spent a lot of money at all. They're going to be able to get the likes of Isaac. They can get whoever they want. Money
and potentially, if Van Dijk, Trent, and Salah don't sign new contracts, there's free lots of wages to saving on as well.
Yes, I do think some of them will sign though. It's a very feel-good area, Liverpool right now, isn't it? Liverpool are flying high. They're going to want to be a part of that still.
But then if they win the league, are they not going to want to move on to different challenges?
We'll see. But Liverpool, as successful as they have been, they haven't actually won the league. They've won it once. That set of players.
They've that set. I was going to say they've won it more than once, but
no.
set of players.
That set of players. They've won. Let's not look at those players didn't win it back in the day. It's you're looking at the here and now. They won the COVID Cup.
I mean, you won the second place trophy as well, so
we're proud holders of the regular second place trophy. We'll be pleased to get that again now.
The bottle shield,
get it again this season.
The bottle shield. The bottle shield. It was called, wasn't it?
The bottle shield. Yeah. Anyway, let's hope you don't get relegated, but we'll keep an eye out. Obviously, I'll be there to message you if anything.
I can't. Do you know what? Part of me thinks it'd be like maybe it'd do him some good getting relegated.
Can Daniel Levy be sacked? Can that happen? No. Okay. So
obviously, ENIC Group owns the majority.
Yeah.
He owns. I think Levy owns about 20%
because it's very clear
he's the chairman of the ENIC Group as well.
It's very clear that ENIC Group don't care what happens sporting wise.
Well, Joe Lewis doesn't have anything to do with it anymore.
He doesn't care, does he?
No, he's handed it over to the ENIC Group. But I think that was because of that. I don't know if you saw a couple of years ago, he had that expedition.
Yeah, I did see that. Cheating bastard, something like that.
Levy ain't going to walk away from it, is he?
No, he's not. But the only thing they do care about is the price, the profit, how much money they're making. They care more about Beyonce playing there in the summer than than Spurs picking up a trophy.
Yeah. Does she know she's playing up front?
Yeah.
But I, he does like you can't say he doesn't spend money. He does spend money. Like not. I mean, the last 5 years he's probably spent more than he normally does. It's the caliber of players he's buying. Like it's
But that's the problem now. What you're finding in January is people are turning you down. They're like, no, you're all right.
yeah.
That's the bigger problem. You're going in for some big players, and they're all like, no, you're all right. So
That Carlo can't even fucking say his name. That striker that was at PSG
yes,
that was linked and turned us down and went to
Mm.
Juventus. Everyone was saying, "No, he's crap." You see, he's got his 5th goal in 3 games yesterday.
did he? He's
Yeah.
switching it on. He's proven a point. He's proven a point. Do you think
But-
Rashford? Do you think Rashford's going to do well at Villa?
Find out on Sunday, won't we?
Do you think he'll play? Do you think they'll chuck him straight in? Well, Spurs,
I
isn't
don't
it?
think-
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
think they will. I genuinely think
Yeah.
they will actually.
Well, like
Score a
what
couple
better
of goals,
teams
mate.
play against to get your confidence up? You know what I'm saying?
Dr. Tottenham.
Yeah. Back to the whole Ange thing. Like,
Mm.
in all seriousness, what is the point in sacking him?
Yeah, I do agree. And as much as I
Like-
like to take the piss,
I
think
do
he's
like the
very
bloke.
good.
Like, I think it will work once he's got the players. Like,
You can't slag off a manager. I know people say he should be playing differently, but look,
he tried that Thursday.
oh, he did.
Yeah, and it completely backfired.
Oh, he's proved his point. Then he's just gone. Well,
So,
we stick with what we do.
yeah, like the first game, he played his way and we went at him.
Mm.
This game, we sat back more, and
Got
yeah, it just
destroyed.
backfired. But
Yeah,
I
it's-
don't know. Like, there's no point sacking him because you bring another manager in, like they're gonna have the same issues.
Yeah,
It's not like all these players are gonna all of a sudden be better again. And I'd tell you what. One thing I did think the other day,
Mm.
we got internationals coming up, didn't we? In about a month.
With their back, are they? Oh, it's been a nice break from that. But
I think
yeah,
so.
Go on then.
Guarantee Romero would be fit then, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Get a game in and go. Oh, I felt me hamstring. there."
Miraculous recovery for Romero.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll be gone in the summer.
Oh dear, you do think he'd
Yeah.
be gone? Yeah. Okay.
We put a 70 million bid in for Gay.
Yeah, I did see that.
You're not going to put in a 70 million bid for a defender.
But it makes
If
me
you've already
wonder
got-
whether was that a serious bid because Newcastle bid 70 million in the summer. So to bid 70 million in January, where you
I mean, it could be a Levy tactic where he's like, "I tried."
tried, yeah, that's sort of how I saw it because I'm like, well, Newcastle bid that in the summer, so they had plenty of time to buy another player and they rejected it. So 70 million in January on like the last 2 days is mental.
Yeah.
You know, they should have gone in for, I don't know, Mbappe. Oh, we tried. Yeah, we offered them, 50 million for Mbappe. Can't believe they didn't take it.
Yeah. But it'd be interesting to see actually, like if you get anyone watching or listening to this that is a Spurs fan, I'd love to hear like their thoughts on it. Like whether they're Ange in, Ange out, or Levy in and Levy out, stuff
Mate,
like that.
I know another one with learning difficulties that we'll get him on, and you two can talk about.
Wow.
We're the best team ever.
Wow. I've never said that, have I?
No, you haven't.
You know
fairness.
me, I'm quite
Yeah, you're very blunt with them.
I can have a conversation with anyone about football without being you. I can have a sensible conversation
I
without
can have a sense of. Have I not been?
It's like
agreeing
no,
with you
for
about Spurs
example,
just then?
for example, the other day, right? You sent me a message after the Brentford game. Was it 1-2-0 on it? You sent me a complimentary message.
Oh yeah,
on,
no, I remember that. Yeah.
And you can't send a complimentary message without a dig in it as well. And like, what was it when he goes, "Oh, we had a good result today against Brentford. Oh, well done. That'd do you good for the relegation battle, wouldn't it?"
Yeah, that's massive for the relegation battle. Yeah, I can't help myself. Look, It was a well placed dig. The thing is, I've been waiting bloody ages for them to win a game so I could send that. My hand was shaking when I was like on the phone to send you that. But yeah,
I've got some cracking jokes when Arsenal win a trophy as well, but I think I have to put them on ice.
yeah, all right. I did notice that
So-
you we started now that we're having our poor form blip in the season. All the TikTok started getting sent my way. I'm like, oh hello, he's enjoying
It's not-
himself.
Do you know what? I get more excited to see a funny TikTok about a football team that's not Tottenham.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get all excited, like, oh, send it.
I know you send that too.
But yeah, anyone who is listening and watching, Scott is that bad to the point.
Tricky.
Sorry, tricky. We'll bleep that bit out.
No, it's all right.
Tricky is that bad that he's resorted to sending my wife videos
Yeah.
about Tottenham.
But it was the ones that it involved your kids. It was like when your kids are forced to support Spurs. I'm like, all right, I'm sending that Shah. She's having that.
So not only does he send me crap, he now sends my wife
Yeah,
crap. 'Cause
correct.
That is the sort of person an Arsenal fan turns into.
Correct.
They can't give it to a fellow football supporter and take it back nicely. They then have to attack the opposite sex.
Look, so everyone watching / listening to this, because it's going to be everywhere. We're going on YouTube with this. So if you're listening to it, go have a look on YouTube. If you're watching it on YouTube, listen to it on the podcast streamer, whatever of your choice. But I got invited round to Rich's for the Arsenal Spurs game, and he
No,
decorated the whole
it's becoming.
thing
I think
in
it's becoming a.
Spurs flags. Hang on, my fucking shit! I'm getting you headphones.
I think it's becoming a tradition now for the.
Hang on, I can't hear you. 1 sec. 3, 2, 1, go.
You smell. I think it's becoming a tradition now for the North London derby. Like takeaway.
Just go around. Yeah, you got all the flags were out, banners. It was all very good. You went to quite the effort. The kids came down in full Spurs kits.
That wasn't even me. That was
Shah, was it?
No, that was Mia. She just wanted to do it.
Really, I nearly called Childline. I was very close, but it was good. It was very good. A lot of effort went into it, so we can, I think we're good with it all. And I'm not that bad either. I get very excitable with the goals and stuff, but I don't. I don't. Go on.
I was gonna say the stuff that he doesn't tell you about is like you're a nervous eater, aren't you?
Yeah, stress eat. I stress eat.
What he doesn't tell you about is for the full 90 minutes he sat there with a packet of Pringles and like just constantly eating because he's nervous and stuff like that. But then as soon as the game's over, he's like giving it all the, you know.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's horrendous. It is horrendous. I get stressed at every game, but especially Spurs. You don't want to lose to Spurs. Spurs, as you know, as Alex Ferguson said, guys, it's Tottenham. Oh dear. Anyway, I think that's us done. Talked out on football because a lot of people aren't even interested in football. Yeah. So we're done with the football. It's just for me to say, Rich, thank you very much for coming on the very first episode. You've got to be on a lot more. You've got to be on all of them.
Thanks for inviting me. So
yeah, I'm glad. I'm really glad we did this. It's amazing. So yeah, we'll have to think up a couple more things to do on this. We'll get a few more people as well, and
I must admit that I've not been as organised as I would like to have been for today. There's a lot of videos I would like to have watched and stuff like that. So, but yeah, obviously,
I think it's just I think it's good that we just got this out because we've been talking about it for a while, and to get this out now is great. I'm over the moon. So everyone, thanks for tuning in. The very first Rage Quit podcast. We're gonna do this as regularly as we can. I'm making no promises on a firm schedule, but we're gonna try and get together as often as possible and shoot the shit about games, movies, football, tech. I want to hear all about your new PC when you get it, which shouldn't be too long.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to notice that much until I get a graphics card.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been great, and we will see you on the next one. It's a bye
Yeah.
from me and Rich.
It's a bye from me. Thank you very much.